Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you guys? For first time, I'm to introduce myself. I am Raul Alfandi from Biology Education FKIP UHAMKA. In this video, I will explain about plant tissue. As is generally known, plant tissue consists of meristem, parenchyma, support, and cork tissue. But in particular, we certainly don't understand anything related to these networks. Let's watch the video, guys. Okay, plant tissue. Basically, there are two kinds of tissues in the plant, namely meristem or embryonal tissue and permanent tissue or adult. Okay, the first, meristem tissue. In this tissue occurs the formation of new cell, actively dividing. Meristem tissue is found at the growing point. For example, at the tip of the root, the tip of the stem, or the cambium. Next, type meristem by position. First, apical. Apical is found at the end of the main apex and lateral, shoot and root tips. Next, intercalar, found among adult tissues, for example, in the meristem of the base of the plant, segment of the grass stripe. Lateral, located parallel for the surface of the organ it is found, for example, in the cambium and cork cambium. Next, type meristem by origin. Primary, when its cell develop directly from embryonic cell or apical meristem. Secondary, when the cell develop and adult network has undergone difference. The next, adult meristem tissue, a tissue that has undergone difference. This tissue is not longer subject to division or is inactive. This tissue can not divide again because the cell have experienced thickened walls. Next, I am to describe parenchyma tissue. It formed from living cells with diverse morphological and physiological structure. It can be called a basic tissue because it has a role as a constituent of most tissues in the root, stem, leaves, fruit, and seed. Okay, characteristic of parenchyma. The first consists of large thin wall cell. It has the shape of a hexagon cell. Has many vacuoles. Can be embryonal and meristematic. Has intercellular space. Function as a place to store food reserve and where photosynthesis takes place as a supporting tissue. Next, support tissue. The supporting tissue is a tissue that provides strength for plants so that they are able to stand upright. Divide into two types, namely collenchyma and sclerenchyma. Next, collenchyma. Collenchyma is supporting or reinforcing tissue in young plant organs and herbal plants. Collenchyma is a living cell similar in nature to the parenchyma. They are cells that contain chloroplasts and play a role in photosynthesis process. And sclerenchyme. Sclerenchyme is reinforcing tissue that is self-contained from dead cell. Sclerenchyme has a strong thick cell wall and contains lignin. Sclerenchyme is divided into two types based on their shape, namely fiber and sclereid or stone cell. And finally, cord tissue. Tissue composed of cord cell of elongated shape. The cord networks serve to protect other tissues under it so that it does not lose too much water. Cord cell can be found on the outer surface of the stem. Types of cord tissue. First, phloem. Phloem cord tissue formed by the outer direct cord cambium and its dead cell. And phloem cord tissue that the cord cambium formed in the inner direction and whose cell life to resemble a parenchyme. And finally, discussion session. Okay, that's enough discussion about plant tissue. I will ask question and you can answer them in the comment column. First, why only meristem tissue can develop into permanent or mature tissue? And what will happen if the meristem tissue does not develop into a permanent tissue? Okay, I think that's enough, guys. Thank you for your attention. I hope the knowledge be useful for all you watch. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.